Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to Satsang. So lovely to be here with you. Thank you to everyone who helps support this meeting in all the various ways that you do, whether you're attending or donating or co-hosting or putting comments in the comments for me, for us. Thank you. It is appreciated. The videos, posts, all because we love to share Bhagavan's teachings. And we like to share them because they work. Not because we are partial to Bhagavan, which we may or may not be. Not because they sound nice. Not because it can make us feel spiritual, whatever that means. Although it may do these things. But because they are transformative. They are revolutionary. They actually work. They actually answer all our questions. They actually lead to cessation of suffering and realization of what we actually are. Because the truth within us is revealed through his teachings, his presence, his grace, which is just our very own being, our very own self. Nothing more, nothing less. And Bhagavan Ramana revealed a great secret and a great truth to us that has been revealed many, many times. And he too revealed this great secret, this great truth, which is this sense of I, this sense of me or I am, which seems to be one of many different things in this universe, in this world, in this cosmos. There are many things here, and one of them is I or me. There are lots of different things here. One of them is me. That's what it feels like. That's what it seems like. But Bhagavan revealed this great secret, this great truth, which is if you investigate, explore, examine this simple sense of I, which just seems to be one amongst many other things, you investigate it, it reveals itself to be something so special, so amazing, so wonderful, so beautiful. So precious, so divine. If we just intuitively feel this sense of I and investigate it, feel it, learn about it, pay attention to it. We don't need to be scholars. We don't need to be intellectuals. We don't need to do great works. We don't need to be saints. We don't need to be great people, great men, great women, great human beings. We need to just be interested in ourselves, what we are. When we start to become interested in ourselves genuinely, not because Bhagavan has said so, or not because, it's written in a book that you should do this technique and that will give you liberation. But when we start to genuinely feel fascinated about what on earth am I? What am I? Really, what am I? Not as a technique to be repeated as ad nauseum, like a robot. What am I? Once we start to get a sense, we start to discover something even deeper. We start to realize how special we are, how there is something divine within each and every one of us. If the teaching were to stop there, that itself would be truly precious teaching. Just to realize there is divinity within each and every one of us. It would be a dualistic teaching, but even this alone would be beautiful, wonderful teaching. But as we go deeper into ourselves, something wonderful and peculiar starts to happen. It is not peculiar, by the way, it is natural, but it's peculiar from the point of view of the ordinary way of looking at things. What starts to happen is we start to discover that what we are is the only reality, the only thing, the only truth. And we start to discover that what we actually are is not one thing amongst many things. We are that. I am that. You are that. You are the divine, the one thing that is. And we discover what we can call in words. We can put it in words. We can call it liberation, cessation of suffering, freedom, power. It is pure power, pure love, pure happiness, happiness beyond our ideas of these things. These are words. We discover that we are not one thing amongst many. We are the infinite. And we always have been. And we are that now. I want you to know that on a personal level, I would never have been able to discover this for myself were it not for the teachings, the grace, the presence of my Guru, my love, Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. And this colors my expression of these teachings. And that's okay, I think. But I encourage you to follow me to him, discover who he is, what he is, which is I am. which is yourself. This is the love. This is the grace. This is the presence. This is the teaching. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Arunachala Ramanaya. Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Tat Sato. So, you are not the body, you see. You are not the body. You're not the feelings. You're not the mind. You're not the world. You're not the variety of objects. To whom do these all arise? To whom do these all arise? To you, to me. What is that? Who am I? What is that? To which all these things arise. Feel it, examine it, notice it. You will notice that there is something. It's not an object though. So when I say feel it, notice it, examine it, these words, feel, notice, examine, these words are not quite right because these words pertain to objects. And there is no verb that we can use that pertains to something that is not an object. So we use these words as proxies. Feel what you are. You are here. Enjoy yourself. Be yourself. Explore yourself. Your own being, your own consciousness. It's the most marvelous thing. In comparison, the body and the world, with all its beauty, with all its intelligence, you know, the beauty of science and nature, and the body and the brain, the trees, the stars, the sky, the clouds, all these beautiful things, these fade in comparison to what you are. When we don't know ourselves, we hold these other things in high regard, maybe the highest regard. You say, oh, I love nature. Nature is wonderful. Oh, I love the stars. Oh, I love science. Oh, I love music. Oh, I love art. These are all wonderful things. We're not denying that. But they are like copper coins compared to the gold, the treasure that you are. They are. Instead of holding these beautiful copper coins in high regard, in high esteem, chasing after them, looking at them, indulging them, plunder the treasure inside of you. Bhagavan's love, Bhagavan's grace within you. Don't make it into something, don't make it into something of imagination. Genuinely. Forget what you've been told. Drop all your preconceptions, all your ideas. These will get in the way of discovering something true for yourself. All your preconceptions, all your ideas, all your so-called education and understanding, these all get in the way of genuine knowing, we can say genuine experiential knowing. But of course, it is beyond experience. Experience pertains to objects. It is beyond knowledge. It is called knowledge, self-knowledge, but it's beyond knowledge. Knowledge pertains to objects. There are no words. These words are used as proxies. Anubhuti, jnana. Anubhuti means experience. Jnana means knowledge. None of these words work completely. It's just yourself. And when you discover yourself, even that word self, you'll realize doesn't work. But it's the best, probably the best direction. I, of the self, is the best pointer we have to tell you which direction to go. When ignorance comes our way, the eternal, the absolute, shrinks apparently, not really, into the I, into the subject, and projects the objects. But if we reverse that process of creation of the world, go back to ourselves, we rediscover what we have always actually known, always known. But throw out all your preconception, your ideas, your beliefs. Oh, I know the teaching already. I know what this is. I know I am consciousness. Throw all these things away because they will get in the way of genuine realization. They'll get in the way of that. They keep you subtly outward turned. What you are is truly magnificent, truly mysterious, the source of all life, of all light, of all being, of all things. Know yourself. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Arunachala Ramanaya Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Tat Sat. You are divine. You are powerful. You are all powerful. Not you, the body, not you, the mind, not you, the body mind, not that thing. Wonderful as that may be. You, what you actually are, to whom do all these things arise? To whom does the body arise or appear? To whom do the thoughts and feelings arise or appear? To me. That consciousness, that power, that spirit. Hmm. That is what is beautiful. That's right. How to look at something which is a subject and not an object. It is done intuitively. We can say with the eye of consciousness it is done. It is not done with the mind or the senses. It is done with the inner eye. It cannot be explained, but you can do it if you if you want to. If you want to know yourself. If you have a sense that, wow, maybe I am special. Maybe I am okay. Maybe I'm more than okay. Maybe I'm quite special. Maybe there's something quite interesting about me. Hmm? You ever thought maybe there's something quite interesting about you? There's something quite fascinating and amazing about you. And normally when people say that, they're talking about the body mind, but we're talking about something deeper than that. There's something amazing about you. You are here. You are alive. And again, I'm talking deeper than the body mind. There is something alive here. It is spirit. It is what you are. It's formless. It's your nature. It's whole. It's complete. It's blissful. It's love. It's infinite. It's all powerful. It is one. It is Advaita without any duality whatsoever. It is your heart, your essence, your being. Know yourself. Know yourself. Be what you actually are, not the false, the true. Know yourself in your true form, your true naked, shining, pristine form. When I say naked or pristine or true, I mean without the coverings, without the objects, without conflating yourself with the body, the mind, without thinking you're something in a world. Reclaim your true power. All powerful, almighty. Yes, you are that. You are that. Tattvamasi. When you think of yourself as a person who has, I don't know, eyes, a head, arms, legs, when you have to survive, when you have to do things in the world, you you are strengthening the false identity. When you have a doubt or a question or a point of view pertaining to the body mind, in respect to these teachings, you perpetuate, you strengthen this false identity. But when you renounce all that and say, okay, interesting, Bhagavan has said that maybe this is not what I am. Maybe I'm not the body mind. Let me investigate for myself. Bhagavan is saying, maybe I am something, there's something else here going on here. Maybe I'm much vaster, much more powerful than this relatively small, puny body mind. This weak, mortal, delicate, fragile body mind. Maybe I'm something greater than this. Interesting. Let me throw away my preconceptions and ideas and let me see with fresh eyes, in the inward eye of consciousness. Let me feel my way inwardly. What am I? What am I really? Am I one thing amongst many? There are many waves in the ocean. Am I just one of these waves? Maybe I'm just one of these waves. No, Bhagavan says. You are that which is prior to the entire ocean. You're not just a wave on the ocean, one thing amongst a sea or an ocean of many things. Investigate. You can't investigate the sense of I in a book or in an object or even in a teaching. But Bhagavan will guide us. He is always guiding us. He is within us, pulling us in, and He is outside us, pushing us in. He is ourself. When we rise as a apparent separate identity, as an apparent separate person, He apparently becomes that power which can guide us home. But in truth, He is just our soul. When we think ourselves to be separate, a separate entity, like a person, a body-mind entity, then Bhagavan becomes our true self, or our teacher, or the all-powerful, almighty, God Guru self. But actually, He's just us, ourself, as we truly are. Some people, they have various, we all have different spiritual practices. Some people like to spend time in nature, go for walks. This is wonderful. Helps soothe and relax and calm the mind. Maybe you have things you like to do to help you deal with stress and strain and connect you to the earth and to your body, to yourself. This is all good, very good, very good. It's good for physical health, it's good for mental health, it's good for spiritual health. But what we're talking about goes way deeper and is way simpler than this. It is not about spending time in nature. It is not about only connecting with the body mind, although that is good to do. We want to go deeper, know ourselves as we truly are, in our pure, pristine, naked form, as I said before. This is what is liberating. This is what is emancipating. This is what we truly are looking for, and we will not be able to stop seeking. Again, I'll say we will not be able to stop seeking, not be able to stop seeking until we discover this in our own experience. It is impossible for you to stop seeking until you find this. Some people say, just stop seeking, and there it's there. You cannot stop seeking until you find this truth. You cannot. Your mind will not let you. Your body will not let you. There'll be an impulse within you that will force you to seek. You may think you're liberated, but there'll be something in you that is still making you, I don't know, read more books or explore more teachers, teachings, do more practices. And maybe you'll tell yourself, oh, I'm already liberated. I'm just, you know, just curious about this book and that book. But you're still seeking. And you cannot stop seeking You will not stop seeking. Impossible to stop seeking until you discover the truth. Until you know yourself fully as you are. Once you fully know yourself as you are, there is no possibility of seeking. There is no possibility of practice. There is no possibility of sadhana. If you have discovered your true nature and you're still doing a practice, it means you haven't discovered your true nature. It means you're still in Maya. It means that ignorance is still there, fully flowing. So get back to the practice. Know yourself. It's not a mechanical practice. It's not like going to the gym and saying, okay, I'm going to do, I don't know, 15 reps of this exercise. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, done. No, it's a heart-based practice. It means you have to be genuinely interested in what you're doing. Are you interested to know what you are? Maybe you're not. That's okay. Most people are not, actually. Right, by the way. Most people who come to this teaching, we want liberation, but we're not that interested in who am I, right? It's pretty boring. We're interested in liberation, but we're not interested in what is this I? Maybe. Many of us are not. But over time, Bhagavan will work his magic on you. Maybe through me, maybe other ways. And then slowly you'll come to become interested in yourself. This is why we have satsang. This is why we meet, to foster this self-interest. This is a very self-interested, self-centered teaching. And which makes sense because we are self-centered and self-interested for a reason, good reason. You cannot help but be self-centered, self-interested. You cannot. But if you don't know what you actually are, you become interested in the wrong self, the false self. So people may have their spiritual practice. They'll say, I don't meditate. Life is my meditation. I love going in nature. That's my spiritual practice. That's good. But we have to go beyond that too. We have to discover something which is far more beautiful than everyday life and being in nature, as wonderful as those things are. All happiness just comes from ourselves. And we just have to go to the source of the happiness rather than go through an intermediary object. We go back to our source, ourself. I have found Bhagavan's grace, Ramana's grace, to be key, essential. So that's what I share. But the only one essential ingredient is yourself and your self-love and your self-interest. When I say self-interest, I mean your curiosity about what you are. When I say self-centered teaching, I mean curiosity about what you are. You're having a desire to know yourself, to understand yourself, to explore what you actually are. This is what I mean. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Arunachala Ramanaya. Om Tat Sat.